This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the Premier Trade Market Wrap with Ivan Caesar.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Premier Trade Market Wrap for Tuesday, July 17th, 2007. Strong second quarter earnings and record M&A deals helped push the Dow Jones into record territory. Gaining 20 points today, the Dow came close to 14,000, finishing the session at 13,971. The Nasdaq also pushed higher in speculation of strong semiconductor earnings. It closed higher by 14.9 points at 2712. The S&P 500, though, had the worst showing since financials continued to lag the general market. The index closed lower by 0.15 of a point at 1549. Wholesale inflation posted a better-than-expected reading in June as both food and energy costs retreated. The Producer Price Index fell by 0.2% last month, the first decline since a 0.6% dip in January. Since that time, wholesale prices had been recording big gains, reflecting the fact that gasoline surged to record levels and food costs have been rising because of heavy demand for corn to use in ethanol. U.S. industrial output, though, rose by slightly more than expected, 0.5% in June, as productions for automobiles surged 2.5% during the month. Analysts were expecting to see a 0.4% rise in June. Total output at the nation's factories, mines, and utilities fell a revised 0.1% in May compared with a flat reading initially. The capacity use rate at factories, mines, and utilities increased to 81.7% from a revised 81.4% in May. Foreign buying of U.S. financial assets unexpectedly climbed to a record in May as international investors snapped up American stocks and corporate bonds. Total holdings of equities, notes, and bonds climbed a net $126.1 billion from $80.3 billion the previous month. Including short-term securities such as treasury bills and non-market trades such as stock swaps, foreigners bought a net $106 billion, up from $97.8 billion. Dutch-based chemical maker Bessel has agreed to buy Houston-based Lyondell Chemical for $12.1 billion in cash. The $48 a share offer represents a nearly 20% premium from where Lyondell stock closed on Monday. Including debt, the value of the deal is about $19 billion. The merger between Bessel and Lyondell will create one of the largest chemical companies in the world. In earnings news today, the Coca-Cola Company posted a 1% profit increase for the second quarter on a solid 19% gain in sales. The results beat Wall Street expectations when one-time items are excluded. The company said it earned $1.85 billion or 80 cents a share compared to $1.84 billion or 78 cents a share for the same period a year ago. Johnson & Johnson posted a 9% increase in its second quarter profit as sharply higher sales of overseas and its acquisition of Pfizer's consumer health products line helped boost overall revenue by 13%. The company reported a net income of $3.808 billion or $1.05 a share, up from $2.8 or 95 cents a share a year earlier. The consensus forecasts were for earnings of $1 per share. Merrill Lynch said stronger investment banking results and fees from stock transactions boosted second quarter profit by 30% from a year earlier. Profit after paying preferred dividends rose to $2.07 billion or $2.24 a share from $1.6 billion or $1.63 a share in the same period a year ago. Revenue rose 19% to $9.7 billion. Wells Fargo's profit rose 9% in the second quarter as the nation's fifth largest bank ranked in more customers, service fees, and sold more products to offset a sharp increase in loan losses. The bank said it earned $2.28 billion or 67 cents a share in April. That compared with a net income of $2.09 billion or 61 cents a share a year earlier. Scheduled economic reports for Wednesday include the Consumer Price Index for the month of June, housing starts for the month of June, building permits for June, and the Energy Department oil inventories for the week of July 13th. Scheduled earnings reports for Wednesday include Southwest Airlines, Marriott, Altria, Delta Airlines, Washington Mutual, Abbott Labs, BlackRock, Pfizer, Gannett Juniper Networks, St. Jude Medical, City National Allstate, Johnson Controls, and Piper Jaffray. This has been the Premier Trade Market Wrap for Tuesday, July 17, 2007.